one of those programs that, a fat loss program or whatever, and most people pick that because they think it's going to be doing something better, and it could. I just think there's better ways of doing it. So do treadmill programs work for weight loss? They certainly do. You're burning calories. That's what it's all about. Those treadmill programs can be quite hard and can be high calorie burning programs. I don't want them to be high intensity cardio. I want you to be able to keep it up for 30 minutes, but yeah, they do. I would rather you do something more measurable though, and I'm going to get into that. So I like to pick a speed and incline, one setting that will challenge me for 30 minutes. So, that might be, you specifically mentioned between 6 to 12 between 6 to 12 incline at 3 to 3.5 speed. So maybe you do 3 or 2.7 speed even, lower the speed a little bit, put the incline at 11 and see, can I do that for 30 minutes? If you're struggling to do that for 30 minutes, but you can, perfect. Build up to that. It's so measurable that way. And what I mean by that is you're going to get to a point where you're like, hey, I've been doing this for 3 weeks. I think I could bump this up to a 12. Well, now you know you're burning more calories because everything else stayed constant, 2.7, and now I'm at a 12. Hey, it's getting pretty easy. I think I'm going to bump this up to a 2.9 or a 3 speed. Now you know you're burning more calories and you're watching your fitness go up. Instead of, level 6 on a program that goes up and down, well, now it's going up and down from 14 to 4, and the next level up is 13 to 8, but it's actually lower. The 13's lower than the 14, but the 8's higher than the 4. It's so confusing. I just like to pick something that I can just go. It doesn't have to be a treadmill. I mean, your specific question was a treadmill, but it doesn't have to be a treadmill. You can pick something else. Maybe you cycling, I would rather you be on a treadmill. But if you're cycling outside or something, maybe it's for distance, or maybe you're trying to increase your time with the exact same path, whatever, something that's measurable. I go the exact same distance. I always go around my block 3 times, and now I'm able to do it in 15 minutes instead of 17 minutes. Now I'm going to go around 4 times and try to do that in 20 minutes. And then 19 minutes, and then, whatever. So something that you can do. It doesn't have to be the exact same every time. Maybe you have 2 or 3 different ways of doing it, but something that you can remember. Okay, my settings are 2.8 and 11, and I'm trying to, lose weight. And as you get lighter, that's going to get easier. As your fitness improves, it's going to get easier. And now you're going to do a 3 at a 3 speed at a 12 incline. And now you are progressing. So I like something that's more measurable, but the programs do work. I'm not saying they're bad necessarily. So right there, I just talked through that 2.5 to 3 miles an hour and 5 to 10 incline. That's roughly where I have people. Depends on your fitness, depends on, how hard it is for you, but just give yourself an honest review. Am I working hard here? Can I keep this up? And you might not be able to keep this up. Let's say you go at 3 miles per hour on an 11 incline. You're like, this is crazy. After 5 minutes, you're like, I can't keep this up. So next time I would start off, lower the settings, just get through that workout, work as hard as you can. But next time I would start off maybe at a 2.7 and a 9 incline and see where that is. It'll only take you a couple workouts to hone in exactly where you need to be. So, pick something, build up. So I said eventually to 3.3 and 15 incline. That is about the top that I think a person needs. I mean, you could go past that, I guess, if you could walk at 3, 5, and 15. But you will get up to that, and that will be awesome. I mean, carrying your body weight up a hill, no handrails, of course. Don't touch those handrails. And you're going to be working your butt off, and you're going to be scorching calories. And you could move it to a stair stepper or something, or add stair. You can make this stuff harder, but that's going to be about whatever a person needs. That is so much more than the average person does, and you'll be in a really good position if you're doing 3.3, 15 eventually. It's so measurable. So is programs. It's just a little more blurry, and that's what I was saying earlier. But the measurability is what I like more about ditching those treadmill programs, is just how measurable it is, how consistent it can be. Also, those treadmill programs tend to be some type of interval. It's not high intensity interval training. It's more like moderate intensity interval training, but still, there's a minute of a super incline followed by 2 minutes of this, or a minute of something lower, or whatever. And it's been shown in studies that whenever you are up and down like that, had you just stayed constant at a moderate intensity you could keep up, you would burn more calories than because you're burning so little calories during those rest periods compared to the high calories that you're burning during the work periods, because you can't keep it up. It's not your fault. It's just really hard. That's good. The interval training is fantastic for an athlete, not for weight loss. It's not as good for weight loss. It's still great. If you love it, do it. But I would rather you a constant. So it's measurable, you can progress, and it has been shown in studies to burn more calories whenever you are constant. Not calories per minute. Calories per minute, high intensity is always going to win. But total calories, because during those low times you're burning so few, you actually end up burning more had you just stayed moderate instead of wearing yourself out with high intensity. So, yep. The constant moderate intensity also allows for entertainment. I should hit that point. You can watch a show. I mean, when you're not working your butt off, like dying to get through that minute, you can focus on, I listen to the Bible app. I listen to sermons a lot. I listen to podcasts. You can watch a show. You can literally watch a movie, and a movie will last you 4 workouts. How cool is that? That is so cool. Some people can read. That's strange to me. I could never do that, but maybe you read. So that is also a benefit. The key here is enjoyment and consistency. If you can consistently do your workout, if you get on the treadmill and do what I'm doing and you dread it, it's not going to work for you. If you would rather have the intensity, the mental engagement of up and down, do it. The real key is if you enjoy it. I don't care if it's a little bit less effective for you. I said it burns less calories to do that. So be it. If you enjoy it, you're going to keep it up. You're still going to win.